What's up mga ka-arki? Welcome na naman sa ating panibagong yugto ng Architects Passion. And today we talk about the chaotic but exciting world of architecture, business, and all the things they don't really teach us in school. It's me again, Varun J, your favorite struggling architecture student, and just trying to survive deadlines, presentations, and my caffeine addiction also. So let's be real. How many times have you been sitting in the middle of a hellish all-nighter? Yung tipong minuto na lang yung tulog nyo by drowning in AutoCAD, and you think yourself na, sana naman, one day I'm gonna have my own film so I won't have suffer like this. Well, same, but here's the thing. Starting your own film sounds amazing until you realize it's not just about making cool designs. It's about clients, contracts, money, and figuring out how to survive without a steady paycheck. So today, let's talk about what it really takes to start your own film, especially from the perspective of a broke, sleep-exhausted architecture student like us. So, step 1, find your niche or specific field, or something like what's your vibe. So, first of all, you need to pick your battle. And ang architecture kasi is a massive field, and alam mo naman yan. And if you don't specialize in something, you'll just be another architect in a sea of architects. Grabe, lalim nun ah. Pero legit yun. I remember back in design class, whenever we had a project, I'd always go overboard on sustainability. Like, what if we make the whole house out of bamboo and solar panels and it floats on the water? Grabe yung utak yan ah. Meanwhile, some of my classmates were obsessed with high-rise buildings, while the others just wanted to make aesthetic. And let's be real, we all have that one friend who only wants to design mansion for the ultra rich. So, lahat talaga tayo may sarili mundo talaga, no? May kanya-kanyang gusto. So, you need to specialize of what you want or what your passion. So, what's your vibe? Luxury homes, commercial buildings, tiny houses, urban planning, etc. Find a niche that excites you and makes you different from the others. And ito ang tanong, do you want to work solo or start a small firm, or are you aiming for a world domination? Because those are three very different paths and you gotta choose wisely. So, step 2, the boring part but necessary. Okay, time to adult for a second. If you wanna get paid legally, you need to register your business, but let's be honest, who actually understand business registration when we spent the last 5 years just trying to make a decent floor plan? So, here's what I've learned. The sole proprietorship, if you are going to solo, this is the easiest route. And then the next, LLC or partnership, if you want to start a small firm with a friend but don't want to end up fighting over money. Ano naman, pera-pera. And the last, corporation, if you are planning to be the next big name in architecture. And please, separate your business money from your personal money. I know naman na it's tempting to use your project payment for a little reward, aka online shopping. Alam mo naman, diba? Pag trust me, you'll regret it when the tax season comes. And then step 3, branding and marketing. Time to get famous. So, one thing I've learned from architecture school, it's not just about being a good at design. You also have to sell yourself. Like, how many times have we worked on a project for a week and then during final presentation, the person who explained it better gets the higher grade, diba? Yung tipong wala kang tulog at ang ganda ng design mo tapos pagdating sa presentation ka nga, di ka ready, dahil ka sa oras, at yun yung nakakabwisit. So, that's why branding is everything. Make a killer portfolio, not just school projects but also freelance work, competitions, and concept designs. And let's be honest, Instagram and TikTok are basically free marketing tools now. Kaya wag kang magsasayaw ng kung ano na diyan. Gawin mong killer portfolio. Gawin mong marketing tools yung Instagram and TikTok mo. And if you are not showing your work online, you are making it harder for clients to find you. And ang tip ko lang, make friends with photographers, interior designers, and real estate agents. Those connections can get you work faster than a formal job application. And step 4, finding clients, aka getting paid. Also, alright, so now you've set up your brand, but how do you actually get real? Paying clients, yun yung pinaka-importante. Because let's be honest, our first clients are usually family or that one tito suddenly remembers you're an architect and ask bang magpa-design ako sa'yo. Libre mo na kasi tito mo naman ako eh. Hindi mawawala yan. And here's what I've learned from talking to real architects. First, network like crazy. Tell everyone that you are open for a business. Professors, former employers, friends, use them all. And second, offer small projects first. Don't be afraid to start with consultations or minor renovations. And the third is partner with contractors and developers. They always need architects. And the hardest part, convincing people to actually pay you. So, know your worth and stop accepting exposure as payment. Uh, Last but not the least, step 5, managing money and growing your firm. Okay, real talk. Handling money is very hard, and school, we spend so much time on design principles and structural system, but no one teach us how actually run a business. Diba? The first time I saw a professional architect's contract, I was like, wait, we have to calculate profit margins? What even is that? Papatanong ka talaga eh. So, here's what I've learned from talking to actual firms owners. First, set your prices properly. Stop undercharging just because you are new. Diba? Kasi minsan iniisip mo na mahina ka. Second, track your money. I think I have enough is not financial planning. And the third is reinvest in your business. Whether it's better of software, a small team, or an office spaces, growth takes investment, buddy. And eventually, once you are making real money, you can start up scaling up like hiring interns, aka making them suffer like we did. Di pwedeng ikaw lang yung nagsasuffer. By expanding to bigger projects or even opening a second office. But take your time. Every great firm started at small. So, final thoughts. Can we actually do this? So, starting your own firm easy? Well, absolutely not. Will it be worth it? Yes, if you are willing to put in the work. So, just a quick recap. First step, find your niche and business model. Second, get your legal and financial setup done. Third step, build a strong online presence. Fourth, hustle for clients and network like crazy. And last, manage your money wisely and scale when the time is right. So the best part, you don't need to have it all figured out immediately. Even as a student, you can start building your brand, networking, and taking small projects by the time you are ready to launch your firm. And you already have a head start. So tell me, would you start your own firm? Or does this sounds like too much work? Let's talk. Hit me up on our social media. Drop a comment. Yeah, thank you.